It was very alarming to us that the single situation can turn into a ticking time bomb. Our office manager was found to be embezzling from us. Disgruntled employees that we've terminated put damaging information that was untrue on the internet. These were not things that were on our mind at all, and I suspect not on the mind of most physicians who are running private practices. That really alerted us to the risks, the hidden risks that we were not appreciating. My insurance carrier, they said those types of risks were not insurable.
In 2011, Dr. Basil Hantash and a partner took over a small 3 decades-old dermatology practice in Turlock, California. 5 years later, Advanced Skin Institute has 29 employees, 7,400 square feet, and its own captive insurance company through Captive Alternatives.
We've been very fortunate with our growth, but we did run into some challenges along the way, mainly centered around staffing issues.
After letting employees go for cause, the practice experienced reputational harm from misinformation posted online.
It's very difficult to manage that information once it gets onto the internet because people use it as leverage against the practice.
In a 1-2 punch of sorts, Dr. Hantash also personally uncovered employee theft by the office manager.
The billing process had been completely mismanaged and resulted in a huge backlash from the patient base.
Completely unexpected, each situation was a threat to the expanding practice.
In this community, reputation's primarily based on your relationship with the patient and word of mouth.
Dr. Hantash is not only a medical doctor and a postdoc fellow. He also has a PhD and an MBA, a hefty skill set he diligently applied to solving the practice's vulnerability to uninsured events.
So we embarked on investigating the different insurance options out there for these low probability risks, and each time we did a search, it led us back to this concept of a captive insurance company.
But Dr. Hantash had an unsettled feeling and was slow to pull the trigger in what became a nearly 4-year search process.
I just felt like committing to a captive manager that didn't implement things in a tight way was a risk to us as well. With Captive Alternatives, I was linked directly to the CEO and the Vice President of Sales. They spent quite a bit of effort dialoguing back and forth and ascertaining answers to questions, and that showed the commitment to getting it right. And that was a really critical difference compared to many of the other organizations.
Advanced Skin Institute is now insured through its captive insurance company for a whole host of potentially disruptive events.
We decided to cover every possible uninsurable risk that was something that we thought we were facing.
But beyond the peace of mind that comes with such coverage, Dr. Hantash has discovered some welcome surprises with captive insurance.
On the financial side, we get to turn ordinary income into a capital gain tax rate, which is a very nice benefit.
And the California Medical Association has named Captive Alternatives their premier source for captive insurance solutions.
The company uniquely has offered to cover the annual expenses of being a member of the CMA and the local county, and that was a perk that was unexpected.
But perhaps the best benefit is that Dr. Hantash and his team can focus on what really matters.
First, second, and third priorities: customer service and patient quality care. So in considering the whole journey with regards to finding the right captive solution, signing up with Captive Alternatives, it was just a home run in terms of all the different things that we were worrying about in terms of keeping us up at night.